All right, my new favorite sponsor on the Eric Zane Show podcast, Factor Meals. These folks got it right. Nutritious, complete, lower-calorie meals, taste outstanding, and you don't have to do all the food prep work. Prepping food is a full-time job. It gets to a point where it's just not sustainable to make all of that food, put it into the containers. It takes a lot of time. And as I talked about before, if only there was a company that put together delicious, nutritious, fantastic meals, all different types of meals for you to choose from, and they package them all for you. Well, enter Factor. Oh my gosh. Absolute game changer when it comes to eating appropriately. You know, you might spend a lot of time making a great meal for you and your family. All right, one meal. It's consistency. Consistency is the key to wellness. If you're the type of person who's looking to lose a little weight, but do it the right way by eating appropriately, getting the necessary exercise and things like that, Factor is awesome because it's such a time saver. You simply grab the meals out of the fridge and off you go. You can pack them for lunch. You can have them for breakfast. You can have them for dinner. It can be on the go. Whatever you need, Factor has you covered. Get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. You pop them in the microwave if you want. No prep, no mess. And here's how you take advantage. Go to factormeals.com/Zane50. Use code Zane50 to get 50% off. That's code Zane50 at factormeals.com/Zane50 to get 50% off. Hey, everybody, there was a time after I got fired from Free Beer and Hot Wings that I had my own radio show. And you know what? Nobody listened. So I post these shows now. I call them the Lost Zane Recordings. What's interesting is these shows didn't suck. They were actually pretty damn good. It was, at this point, myself, Julius, and Ben Glaze together. I've been releasing these shows 2 a week for quite some time now. And you can check out those full shows on patreon.com/Eric Zane, each day's morning show. I'm currently in the month of September of 2017. That's how far back we go. So here you go. I've got a little free clip for you to check out. And if you're interested in the full show or all of what else I do on Patreon, you can check it out for free at patreon.com/Eric Zane. You got a 7-day free trial right there. I put a lot of material up there. Not just old radio shows. I have brand new shows that I do every day of the week, including the Patreon bonus, which is an extension of my free podcast. And Who Are These Free Beers? Who Are These Zanes? Where we review old and new material, old of mine, new of theirs, to talk about and laugh along with and make fun of with my pal Ben Glaze. All there, patreon.com/Eric Zane with a 7-day free trial. Here you go. This is my free clip from the Lost Zane Recordings. Thomas, we were doing the show yesterday. Julius says, man, I don't know. This is weird. You discovered that an image that was kind of floating around various of the usual places that you go to online. And this one involved a student at Grand Valley State University, a picture of her holding a dachshund upside down by the tail.
Correct. At some party, I guess.
Yeah, and right away, you're like, this is not going to break well.
No.
This is going to blow up. And sure enough, it has. As the story has unfolded, the people involved have come out of the woodwork and are starting to respond now. We'll let friends at Fox 17 talk about it here.
Outrage and anger tonight after this picture went viral on social media. A young woman holding her dog upside down by its tail. It happened at a party off campus at Grand Valley State University.
And now people all over the state are reacting, sharing their disapproval and anger with that photo. Fox 17's Brody Carter here in studio after speaking with students at GVSU and a veterinarian who believes that charges should be filed against the owner. Brody.
Well, the dog owner's name is Jillian Nemeth, a student at GVSU, and her dog's name is Diesel. And Nemeth.
She's so screwed.
Yes.
She is. Everybody's going to know that name. There's 2 things you do not mess with: children and pets.
Yes.
This is not going to go well, no matter what she says.
It says she was only showing her friends how strong her dog's tail is. Nemeth sending this statement into our newsroom saying,
Julius, you have a dachshund
right.
too. Not that different than that one, other than the length of the hair. That's a long hair. Yours is a short hair. Have you ever said to your friends, hey, guys, look how strong Jester is. I'll hold him by the tail?
No, never, no.
Why would you not do that?
Because that is ridiculous. There's so many reasons why you wouldn't do that. I don't think they get into it here. They picked like the weirdest part of the statement because she reads or she gives them like a whole statement.
I have the whole statement here.
Yeah, and they read like the worst part of the statement. Like, I think they didn't want to say dachshund because they didn't know how to pronounce it. So they were like, let's just go dog because they never actually say what kind of dog it was, which is actually a big part of the reason you don't want to grab it by its tail.
that was very poor judgment on my part. I understand what I did was wrong, and nothing like this will ever happen again. I have been in close contact with the Ottawa County Sheriff's Department and Grand Valley State University's Dean's Office, for which I am extremely grateful. Please know that I honestly did not believe I was injuring Diesel in any way that evening, and due to the level of concern, I will be taking Diesel in for an examination to make sure he's not injured and remains in excellent health. Now, the photo started making its rounds on Facebook Tuesday night and was originally taken on Snapchat. GVSU says the incident happened off campus, but students we talked to believe it happened during a party at Campus West Apartments. After seeing the picture, local veterinarian Dr. James Kelly says charges should be filed against the girl, worried the dog could suffer permanent nerve damage, calling the picture a blatant act of animal cruelty.
Holy man, to hear like a trained professional, a veterinarian saying she should be charged, pointing the finger directly at her, that's strong.
The vertebrae in the back, are obviously all connected together. And that's what supports our back. That's what our spine runs through. And when you pull these things apart, you're separating the vertebrae, and you could cause some permanent damage, nerve damage to the back.
Grand Valley also issuing a statement today saying GVSU does not condone this behavior. Now the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office and GVSU police are investigating. We also reached out to the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office, which said it's too early in the investigation to comment. No charges have been filed at this time, but stick with Fox 17 online and on air for the latest updates. For now, in studio, Brody Carter, Fox 17 News.
And especially with that type of dog, they have genetic back problems. Like they're more likely to have back issues because their legs are so tiny and they're such long-bodied dogs.
Now, look. Part of her statement, I'll tell you what, I'll just read the statement and then I'll park on a couple things here. She wrote, on Sunday, September 3rd, 2017, I made a very poor decision for which I profusely apologize. While with my friends that day, I had my purebred mini dachshund, Diesel, with me. I received Diesel as a gift from my parents when he was just a puppy. I've raised him to be a friendly and loving companion. He goes everywhere with me and even sleeps with me. I have spent many hours researching the breed, and I'm very familiar with the history of dachshunds.
Oh, yeah?
I think she's setting us up for something with all of this.
Yes.
Please know that I would never intentionally hurt any animal, especially my dog. That evening, my friends and I began talking about the dachshund breed and their hunting techniques. I told the breed that a dachshund's tail has two purposes: to be seen more easily in long grass and to help haul the dog out if it becomes stuck in a hole while hunting rabbits. I'm going to pause right there.
Well, you read the next.
It says, to illustrate the strength of a dachshund's tail, I held Diesel by the tail. That was a very poor judgment on my part. Okay.
While true,
it's been,
they've been breeded to hell at this point. Like, they're not.
Bred. Yes.
Bred, yeah, that's right.
You know that.
Yes. Well, these little guys, they're not hunting anything except for chew toys.
Right.
They're not meant for hunting anymore.
Right. Years ago, that may have been a thing where the back could have sustained that type of pressure.
Right. The original dachshund that they bred was longer legged. They used to have not much longer legs, but longer legs nonetheless. Yeah. These guys, they basically don't have legs. They have paws attached to bodies.
Her to say, oh, yeah, you can just yank them out of by the tail because that's the way it was 100 years ago. That's
not how it is anymore.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's kind of like with bulldogs, like with Daisy and the other ones we've had. I mean, those dogs were extremely athletic dogs back in the day because of what they were used for, bull baiting.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Now they sit around, they fart, they chew on. Yes. This is a list of things to do for bulldog. Fart, snore, eat, wander to the water bowl, take a dump on the carpet.
Yes.
That's it. That's about as athletic as it gets.
There's very few things in life I'm passionate about, but dachshunds happen to be one of them.
Oh, I know, man.
And like I know that dog, especially a mini one, it's basically the size of mine.
Yeah.
It can't be more than 10 pounds, 11, 12 pounds. That's not hunting any rabbit or badger, which is what they were originally meant for.
A small spinal vertebrae, and to put that weight dangling down like that is
like you have to be careful about how you pick them up.
Yes, because they're so long. I mean, the fact that she would so abruptly do that is terrible. Anyway,
and it makes it almost sound worse. Does she mean she picked Diesel up by the tail? That's
Right.
almost worse. Like it seems like she, when she was saying they used to yank him out of the holes. Did she yank the dog up?
Yeah, and I doubt this is the first time she's done this with the dog.
Right.
She knows what she's doing. This is terrible. She continues, I understand what I did was wrong, and nothing like this will ever happen again. I have been in close contact with the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. He already read that part.
Yeah, he read that.
He read that part. I understand that the photo taken and posted that night has upset many people. I'm truly sorry. I'd like to apologize personally to my family, Grand Valley State University, and to those that I have offended. So, I don't know what's the worst of it, being under scrutiny from the school, the cops, or the world.
Right.
I would say the internet backlash is always like one of the worst things that could possibly happen.
Oh, yeah. Forever, she's going to be known as the dachshund girl from Grand Valley.
Well, yeah, until they forget. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But for now,
some people won't forget, though.
For now, it's just bad. And I don't know if there's anything she can do other than just sit tight and for time to pass. Now, I mean, what do you think should happen to her?
I don't want to speculate on that.
She said sorry. Is that good enough, do you think? Or
she said that she was gonna take the dog in for a checkup or something.
Right.
I mean, I guess we'll see. Even if nothing comes of it, though, like nothing bad, you still shouldn't be doing that. All it takes is one moment for the dog's back to go completely wrong.
I think as long as the dog's not harmed, this just goes away and lesson learned. Don't do dumb things like that. And hopefully this will be an example for other people about stupid things and how that looks and what that can do. What an idiot.
Because you can't really see the dog's face necessarily, but it doesn't look like it's having a great time.
Oh, no. No way.
Who wants to get picked up like that? And like when they're used, you use them to pull them out of the hole with their long tails, but I'm sure the old hunters didn't hang them upside down like that.
Well, yeah, and plus, when they pulled them out by their tails, it's not like the dachshund 100 years ago was going, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, he didn't like it.
I'll tell you what, I enjoyed hunting this rabbit, but what was really great was the fact that I was able to show my strength by you yanking me out with my tail and throwing me like a German grenade.
Yeah. The only reason they did grab him by the tail was because the other option was having the badger rip its face off. Like, it was the better choice of the two. They didn't do it out of fun.
Yes.
And swinging around like a slingshot or something.
That's it. My free clip from the Lost Zane recordings. The full show is available on Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Thanks for checking this out. Have a good one. Bye-bye.